I'm Brian Van.
I'm Max Van.
And we're here today to do a crash review on the Alpinestars Tech-Air Race Airbag System. The Alpinestars Tech-Air Race Vest Airbag System, it's been out for 2 seasons now. I've had it since it was introduced. My man Jimmy Fox here, he invested one when it was first released as well. Last year, you were just too much of a midget.
5'2".
You didn't fit into a suit that would accept the airbag. So we had to wait until this spring. As soon as he was big enough to fit into one of the suits that accepted the airbag, my wife and I quickly made the decision to buy a second airbag, right? To be clear, we don't just call up Alpinestars and go, hey man, Max and I are gonna go do some racing and some riding. Can we have some free airbags and some free suits and stuff? It doesn't work that way, right? We do get to pay dealer costs, we save a few bucks, which is wonderful, but it was a very significant investment for us. My wife and I both believed in it enough to make that investment for the two of us. We also love our customers here so much. Yeah. We decided to test it for them, didn't we?
I was number 1, you was number 2.
Let's hear about your experience first.
So it was my first wet race ever, and I was just on the sighting lap. Please don't make fun of me.
Sighting lap.
I was going to this corner called the bus stop. It's like a pretty slow corner, and I gave the gas just a little early, and I got bucked off, like a minor high side kind of situation. And as soon as I got bucked off, it deployed, and then I landed in a foam pit. Didn't feel a thing. Felt great.
And that's exactly why we spent that money. You know, as a parent, when you have your kid out there, whether you're motoing, you know, your track days, your road racing, hell, you're even mini racing. You think about it, you know, you think about the risk and the possibility of injury and all that stuff. And I encourage everyone to invest in the best possible safety gear that you can afford. I know these airbag systems are expensive and it's a big drain on the budget, right? Your entry level stuff is Max's. Max is in the entry level airbag program right there. He's got a missile suit that's, you know, $9.99. He's got the Tech-Air Race System inside, that's $11.50. So you're $21.50 to get into that at a retail price. That is a very significant investment. It of course scales up from there. If you want to buy a better suit, right? Per se, his suit worked pretty good for those 2 crashes. He's still wearing it. You know, you can spend more on the suit and that's going to increase the level of investment. And I get that that's not in the cards for everybody. What's really cool, and I have some inside track on it, is there is going to be other stuff coming out in 2020 from different brands. I can't, you know, tell everybody about it right now because I've been told and asked not to, but there's going to be much more affordable options that are going to make it a little more palatable to get people into airbag ready equipment. And I think that's fantastic because I'd like to see everybody out there in it if possible.
That's our goal.
Yeah, that is the goal. You know, I think as time goes on and the technology is more widespread, manufacturing numbers increase, the prices are going to come down. Now, let's talk about my experience because it's the most recent and we have camera footage from mine. We opened up by showing you the crash footage. We were racing together. I was really looking forward to that too. And, you know, super motorcycle racer, you know, decided to put up a yard sale right there on the track in front of me. Just put the yard sale sign out. And I had to choose between hitting a human body, hitting a motorcycle head on that's laying there, which would bend my bike up and just be a mess, or flicking my shit on the ground. I chose the third option, and it's a pretty big transfer of energy. I've been riding for a couple of decades, and I've crashed several times. It's been 5 years since I fell, but you know, I got to tell you, I'm really glad I had this on because that was a big impact. I walked away from it. I do have a little bit of pain here in maybe the AC area of my shoulder, but boy, it's really minimal. And I think that's just going to heal right up and be A-okay. Without that airbag deployment, I am 100% convinced that if I'm feeling that now, take that airbag out of there, my collarbone's probably gone, probably some more significant damage to that shoulder and, you know, maybe even ribs and stuff like that. It made a massive difference for me in a crash that I would argue is probably a bigger impact than the one that you had. So there you have it. You know, we both went out there, we've deployed it in each suit. I won't ride without it.
And this is all I'm going to say. Your ambulance ride to the hospital will cost probably more than that airbag.
Probably more than the airbag. Your co-pays, missing work. You know, if this is anywhere near your budget, your riding budget, you need to have some sort of a internal airbag system, not a tether-driven one, something that deploys based upon an algorithm and inputs and data collected by the sensors that are part of the airbag system. I feel right now, looking at all the things that are out there in the industry, I feel the Tech-Air Race is the class-leading product. I think that's pretty clear because I popped for 2 of them. You know, that's one of the great things about when your kid starts riding, everybody thinks, oh, that's awesome, you guys are doing this together. No, that just means 2 bikes, 2 suits, 2 helmets, 2 sets of boots.
Twice the price.
Twice the price, but it is for sure twice the fun. Any questions or comments, right? If you have questions about Tech-Air, leave them in the comment section of this video. I answer all that stuff myself, and I'm here to help you.